Alright guys, we are back for some more round 6 action here. For the match tonight, we have Francis versus Jamie. Now, looking at the standings real quick, we have Jamie and Francis both tied at 11 points each, with 2 match wins each. Jamie's ahead of Francis in the standings for the simple virtue that he has 1 extra game win, which is 7 versus the 6 from Francis. So, this is a tiebreaker match. The winner of this match will jump ahead of Scott barely for 6th place, which is a key position to skip the first round in the playoffs. Francis is bringing Warrior, Warlock, Druid. Jamie's got Rogue, Hunter, and Shaman. Without further ado, let's get in the first game. Alright, tell these guys to go. Alright, and as soon as they're going, we'll jump right in. So Francis has been on a tear. Like, he has, in case you guys don't know, he was a late entrant to the season. He started his matches in round 4. So with 2 matches already, he has accumulated 10 full points from those 2 matches, and he's also gotten 1 point from Singleton, which is actually the first things he did when he joined this season. Alright, so let's look at Francis' perspective. I'm very curious about what he's bringing here. And then we'll look at James as well. So, like I said, whoever wins this match will temporarily jump into 6th place, depending on what Scott does in his match against Trevor, which might be happening later tonight as well. We'll see. Alright, so it's Hunter v. Druid. Alright, and the Hunter looks like a very typical Hunter with a Cult Master to boot. I guess that kind of replaces the Buzzards in a weird, odd way. So Francis is lucky here, gets to do his Wild Growth shenanigans.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Alright, so James then plays the Mad Scientist. So, oh, a coin to get the Sky Golem already. Wow, that's gross. Alright, Kill Command is drawn. Could be used on the Sky Golem here, but I don't like that. Ah, Misha will be perfect to take a hit there. Alright, and Sledge Belcher here is probably trade with the taunt. See what you get. Ha! Well, that's actually pretty inconvenient for the Hunter. First time I see that one drop from the Sky Golem. Yeah, I think the Azure Drake here is better than the Belcher. You already got your taunt. Alright, Savage Roar. So yeah, just so Kill Command here, I like it. So like I said, this match is actually really important for these 2 players for a chance to be able to escape the first round of the playoffs. 6th place and above, 6th place and 5th place get to go into the 2nd qualifier round, and then 4th and 3rd jump into quarters, and 2nd and 1st drop into semis in the playoffs. But both these players it is impossible for them to actually get top 2. Top 4 is a stretch. I don't think it's really within their reach. But top 6 is definitely a real possibility. So this is what they're fighting for here. So Web Spinner dies. It looks like it gave another Web Spinner. Is that what I just saw? Or did it give oh, Silverback. Never mind, Silverback Patriarch. Man, that is really annoying for a Hunter. Maybe people should start running this more against aggro decks. Probably not, it's a terrible card. Alright, combo's already in hand for Francis here, that's pretty gross.
Shall I strike?
Going for the taunt play. Oh, sorry, the charge play. In fact, yeah, he's still 2 turns away, but he's jockeying for position here. Another King of Beasts, wow. Oh, they are taunts. That is something. 5 mana taunts, though, that aren't the greatest stat line. They're essentially Fed Creepers if you have 1 other beast. Could be potentially a lot more, but generally you don't see Hunters generally run that in Constructed. You generally only see it pop out of Web Spinners like we have in this case here.
I wonder.
So this is a tricky part here. A Naked Houndmaster, along with the Eaglehorn Bow. Probably finish off the taunt there. Ooh, Wrath is a perfect card draw here. Belcher and Wrath. Clears the board, deal more damage to the face, and likely have enough damage for lethal next turn. In fact, definitely enough for damage. And I don't think Jamie has anything to deal with it here. I think this will be GG here. King of Beasts does throw in a little bit of a hiccup here. I don't know if it's enough. Ryan's just gonna go for it anyway. It's probably enough.
Well played.
Yeah, that's definitely enough damage. Well, that's game one done pretty darn quick. The Ramp Druid combo is very real in game one. Francis takes game one and continues his dominance. Moves up to 12 points in the season now. So, if you don't count the Singleton matches at all, Francis has actually only lost 2 games in his first 2 matches at all. So he's 6-2 so far. Now he's 7-2 in games played in these regular matches. All right, we're jumping right into it in the next round. Okay, Jamie. So Jamie's hunter is down. He's down to a rogue and a shaman. What does he drop here? It'll be rogue. All right, and the rogue take down the druid.
I must protect the one.
Oh god, this looks like a very cancerous
Your
rogue deck.
back.
But it could be fun. Man, Francis with the bling. So much bling. Yeah, start with the leper gnome. He's gonna coin to get the hero power out. Oh, excuse me. I do and I don't like it. I like it in the sense that if another leper gnome gets dropped, we can do it again. But he probably recognizes what this deck is already, so in that sense, the coining of the hero power is probably a good idea. He could Wrath here for an extra card draw, or he could just hero power again. I think the cards are pretty vital here, so hero power is probably the best bet. On the flip side, leper gnomes have done work, you know? They've done a total of 6 damage. So that's a good start. Shiv the face. That's interesting. I think Jamie's just looking from this perspective of like, we need to kill him as fast as humanly possible. Drops the mind control tech naked here. And again, there's not a great play. Just drops SI and naked SI7 agent. Forget the battle cries, folks. Just drop the bodies. Wrath here is just too good. Too good to play to pass up. Don't know if Jamie's got the cards to make this happen. We'll see. Francis, just longer the game goes, the more the odds tilt in the favor of Francis, I believe. Eviscerate, okay. Well said. Very good drop here. Take a spot he has in his hand. Savage Roar will not be played this turn. Keeper of the Grove.
I must safeguard.
Just trades him right out. Francis is being meticulous in keeping board position here. I think Azure Drake is probably the best play here. Gets Defy Spring Leader, okay. Probably a card he wishes he had earlier in the game. Ooh, Innervate. That can make a fun time. I think Sylvanas here is probably a great play, or even one of the Drake. Or even Druid of the Claw. That's not a bad play at all.
Where shall I strike?
Alright, so the spell power stays in effect here. He could double poison, but that's not enough to kill that. Alright, he'll just do that and a Blaze Flurry. I like it. 4 damage Blaze Flurry. And drop a Defias. There is no swipe in hand, so that's a really good play. Alright, there's hope yet for Jamie here. There are no taunts in this hand. Never mind. There are most certainly taunts in the hand. Spelled Cenarius.
Who dares defy this ancient land?
Very, very good card here. Tinks. Ooh. That combo could be pretty good. You probably trade both these out. And the +3 attack isn't quite enough to actually kill this off. So Either way, it's an inefficient play. I think you just deadly poison here. Oh, he's gonna do it with he's gonna do it with that instead. Okay. Oh, he's going face. Didn't see that coming. I should have saw that coming. Why didn't I see that coming? I was like, how is he killing Cenarius with that? And the answer is you don't. But he also misplayed there where he didn't get the extra 3 damage. Will that 3 damage come into play? It might. Oh, it may not for long though. So, almost dead. He's throwing everything he's got at him. Eviscerates off by 1. Is there any healing coming his way? That's the big question here. Wrath. You can Wrath for a card draw. You can card draw with Azure Drake as well. I'll go with the Azure Drake route. Belcher can't play it. Unfortunately, he will try to Wrath for an answer. I just don't know what he could have in his deck to save him here. Jamie comes out of the blue. All face all day long.
Well played.
And the Assassin's Blade for the win. Jamie comes back. Gives Francis his first loss of the match. Tal tied up at 1. Jamie says, I'm not going down without a fight. Francis might be dominant, but his rogue deck just showed that Druid that sometimes a little bit of damage straight to the face and ignoring your big fat creatures is sometimes a fairly good strategy. I'm amazed I didn't see that play coming. I should have saw it coming. I was just really confused with the way he was doing it. Like, I think he still missed out on a couple damage, so he did kind of sort of screw himself a little bit. But anyways, moving on to game 3. Francis has a Warlock and a Warrior left. He opts for the Warrior. Oh, his infamous little Warrior.
Watch your back.
Victory!
All full of shiny. Alright, and Jamie really doesn't have a great starting hand here. And on the Control Warrior side of things, it's a decent start. Like, I'm still learning how to play Control Warrior myself, so I don't even know what's a great starting hand or what's not. Brawl's nice to have, that's for sure. Oh, and then an Armor Smith? Perfect. So the big difference here would be just how much armor can Francis get? And how quickly can Jamie put the pressure on? The good news here is that Francis doesn't have currently another drop. He'll just probably armor up next turn. You already attacked there, Jamie. You don't have Wind Fury. Did it freeze? It might have frozen.
I wonder.
Just to be safe, I will just leave and come back. Spectate mode isn't perfect, guys. It's nice that they have it, but it certainly ain't perfect. Alright, so let's jump into here. No, we're still in the same situation here.
Too soon.
Just a mistake, a disconnect?
So many options.
Oh, he disconnected. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, so like I said, armor. Actually, he does have the Fire War Axe, which is a great card here. Let's see what James has in his hand. I just drew the Azure Drake. No turn 3 play either, which is unfortunate. You don't want to go toe-to-toe with Warrior in a long game. Not with the type of deck he has, but you never know. So again, he's just going to play the patient game here, I think. He will equip the War Axe. Why not? He will swing with it. He does have the, I guess he does have the Death Fight in his hand as well. Mind Control Tech. Not likely to be very useful against a Control Warrior, sadly. Alright, Belcher. He's got 2 in his hand. Might as well drop one of them. Belcher number 1. Good candidate for a good old shield slam. Yep, shield slam incoming. And I think a cruel taskmaster maybe? No, just gonna swing and kill that. Oh. Oh, this game. Let's try this again, shall we? I'm gonna try to go from James's view, see if that makes a difference.
None shall.
I heard a Black Knight. Okay, so he dropped his second Belcher, and Black Knight was used to basically Raffle Stop. Cards are backwards. I'm not gonna say anything. Thano Knives. Alright, he's gonna try his best to try to keep cracking that armor, but I don't know if that's really gonna work out for him. Oh, good, they flip back. Harrison Jones will be a key here, I'm sure. More armor. Death's Bite. On the one good side, unless Francis, I don't know if Francis is running Warhammer, but he's running through all his weapon swings pretty quick here. Almost half the weapon swings are gone. I'm assuming he's running 2 of each of the weapons he's already played. Sap is not great here. Shiv. Why would you Shiv for that? I guess it's a great combo. Alright. Armor Smith finally goes down. But he draws another one. Alright. Swings away the Death's Bite. It's pretty darn good value for Francis there.
I have no time for games.
Everyone's favorite card, Sylvanas, gets dropped. Blade Fury. At this point, Arcane Golem can be played pretty safely without worrying about the tempo. I just don't think he's going for it at this point. Piloted Shredder.
Armor made to fit.
Oh dear. Interestingly enough, oh, he's just going to straight up trade the Black Knight. I was thinking maybe he might have hit it with Sylvanas and keep the both minions alive, but he's probably worried about a little bit of AoE, which is definitely... He has seen the Blade Fury play already. Alright, well, Jamie is definitely tough in this situation. And Francis is pretty darn smart too to just drop 3 minions and not 4. Not that he could have. Not again. Might have to restart Hearthstone here just to get around these bugs. Okay. On the flip side of things, yeah, we're gonna have to... Just bear with me for a second, guys. I'm just gonna restart Hearthstone here, just because this is a little ridiculous. There it goes.
Have you seen
Yeah, if Jamie was able to find a way to turn around against a really solid deck like that, I'd be pretty impressed. Alright, let's just jump right back into it. Hope for the best in terms of the bugs.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Okay, MC Tech was played and stole the worst, well, not the worst minion, but not the greatest minion either.
Yeah, beat it.
Alright, Francis still has the Brawl. Brawl in this situation is not bad either. Oh, Sap Sylvanas too. Hello.
Job's done.
Well, definitely he's got himself a good board. Brawling here is just fantastic. It avoids all the potential armor play. And actually, he's already down to 8, so he might just try to force the issue here. Francis is in no rush in no worry of dying at all. No amount of rushing will change that.
I have no time for games.
Jamie could sap Sylvanas yet again. To what end, I'm not sure yet. Just stalling, I guess, at this point. You could trade out to kill Sylvanas. Violet Teacher is not bad either.
Attention, class.
Will sap, okay.
I am ready to learn.
This is our town.
Fills up his board full of minions. It's never time to brawl. It's here. Jamie's just going ham here. I don't know if I agree with that. And with Grommash, that's game. Or is it? No, he doesn't have a trigger for Grom. He'd be one-off lethal. That's interesting. Yeah, just attack, brawl. You're left with 2 little minions. At worst. Then Grom for the win next turn. Alright, so Jamie needs a great card here. This rate's a pretty darn good card, but I don't think it's the one he wanted. I think he's starting to realize that he just doesn't have the answer here. You could sprint and eviscerate.
I wonder.
That would, in theory, keep you alive from what's on the board. The Tinker's Sharp Sword Oil plus
So
a Blade Fluid would also do the trick. But I just don't see, there's no way to fully clear, you can't clear the board fully, and 5 damage is already available to Francis next turn from either one of these surviving or the Slime and Grommash. So that's game. So Jamie will be down to his last deck, which I believe is Shaman.
Choose soon.
And Shaman's always a wild card. Like, we had one round not long ago where Shaman just dominated every match it was involved with. Oh, he's gonna get the Tinker Sharp Sword. Oh, he could Blade Flurry this. I would suggest it. No, he's not gonna. If he Blade Flurried, he would have survived this turn, potentially. Yeah, he would have. But he couldn't know that Grommash was there.
Well played.
That's game. Francis is now up 2 games to 1. So Francis is on track of repeating a 3-1 victory if he wins the next match. We'll see if Jamie's Shaman has anything to say about that. Alright, Francis moves up to 13 points. Jamie's up to 12. It's very much a slugfest here, and the only guy who can really realistically catch them from behind, Carl could, in theory, if he wins his Retribution match against Pat, and Adam as well, is at 9 points, so Adam desperately needs a couple wins to try to leapfrog these guys. Alright, so we're moving into the final game. What does James's Shaman have to do? What could it do against that Control Warrior? Such a solid deck.
Thrall versus Garrosh.
Victory or death for Doomhammer.
Alright. Sneeze Old Shredder, hello. Yeah, it's that kind of Shaman deck, folks. This could be fun. And against Control Warrior, I don't really know how well that works. It could work really well. I haven't had the pleasure to really play against any of this in the ladder when I play Control Warrior. The few times that I have run into these type of Shaman decks with a control-based deck, if they pull off the right combo at the right time, it's pretty rough. So we'll see if Jamie can actually pull this win off. But the Fiery War Axe, aka the Fiery Win Axe, is played. That one card makes control where you survive early rushing decks. Without that card, life is tough. Totem, and he won't drop zombie. Oh, he will drop zombie. Okay. Just feeding it to the axe, really. Will Francis just kill it? Yeah, he will. Okay. So there goes that one. And I think he'll just armor up. Yep. Alright, pretty solid turn from Francis. Jamie's not a bad spot either. Let's see what he gets here. Lightning Storm. Could be handy. The Feral Spirits here is not bad, because he doesn't really have a turn 5 play. But he'll just totem up instead. Spell power, okay. Alright, Ground Match is in hand, so we know that's going to be a play up probably at some point. Alright, coin here for a Belcher. Yep. Oh, the Harrison play. If Jamie's running any Doomhammers here, Harrison is going to be disgusting. Alright, so Earthshock here is not bad. I don't mind it. Will Rockbiter one of his totems or his face? He'll do it with his face. Alright, he's getting himself a full set of totems almost. One more to go. Hits the 1-1. Searing totem. Alright, Francis now gets the Cruel Taskmaster to play with, potentially. Excellent play with the Grow Mash with 10 mana, but long ways away from that. Spellbreaker.
Your magic shall not save you.
Smart play to kill that one. To silence the Wrath of Air totem. Alright, Feral Spirit. Now, Francis not knowing what this deck is, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but him burning his silence is going to make Jamie very happy. Especially with this Ancestral Spirit play here with either Sneed or Sylvanas. Speaking of Sylvanas, if there's ever a Hex target ever created, it's Sylvanas. He's going to Hex here. He has to. I don't see how you don't Hex Sylvanas. I'm going to get the Taunt Totem here. I suppose in theory you don't necessarily need to in this situation, but why risk it? Just get rid of it. Like, he has a Taunt Totem, Sylvanas doesn't die, but don't play games with it. It's just, you usually end up getting burned. Alright. Another Sledge Belcher is probably going to be the play here, maybe with along with an Armor Smith. Such as the play. Alright, so Sneed here is possible. Or Sylvanas with an Ancestral Spirit. I like Sneed here better. We'll drop Dr. Boom instead, okay. Brawl here is probably what he would want to play, but doesn't have it in hand yet. I know people don't usually run Bloodlust, but my god, if that happened now. If Bloodlust was a card in this deck, wow. That'd be just wrong.
What to do?
Alright, what's Jamie debating here? Or is he disconnected again? Hopefully not. Oh, yeah, he's gone. Hopefully he comes back.
I wonder.
He's back online. Let's hopefully he reconnects in time.
There is little time.
Well, at least his turn is done, so at least if the rope actually happens, it's not the end of the world here. Them connection problems. Alright, good, he's back. Alright, shield block here. And armor. Okay, Dr. Boom is down with the shield slam. Which is probably good for, again, this is probably good for Jamie here because of the Sneed can die to BGH, and that's one less card to kill Sneed. Alright, those bombs could do some work here. But so could a Lightning Storm. I think... Yeah, I like Lightning Storm here too much. It'll give him a lot of armor, but at the end of the day, the armor doesn't really do much. It's enough to kill anything. Oh, gets the perfect blows too. That's good. Bomb is bomb. Alright. And I think Jamie's just going to play a nice patient game, just get himself another totem. Be very efficient here with his totems. Ooh, Ysera, hello. I don't see Ysera too often in warrior decks, but that's definitely something that has to be dealt with. I think he's hoping for a reincarnate here. No, he doesn't get it. But I think Sylvanas with Ancestral Spirit is the play. You could drop Sneed as well at this point as well. Like, I don't... The Sylvanas with Reincarnate is just disgusting. Nice, he's gonna say screw it. Wow! Is that enough? It is enough. That lucky bomb shot. See guys? Totems. Value. Those value totems. And gets himself a taunt up again. Hello. BGH, alright, well. No targets available for BGH quite yet. Shield Maiden, excellent card. And the overpowered Emerald Drake, thank you, Ysera. Alright, Piloted Shredder. Okay, I think he's resigned to just do Sylvanas now. Speaking of a BGH target, it's now there, but do you really want to BGH it? You know? It doesn't really kill it, and he'll steal something. You would think, oh, 2-second BGH. I think you almost have to do it now just to burn one of those things, but... Or you just ignore it. And you just try to do as much damage with the minions you have on the board while you can. It's a pretty gross situation to deal with without silence. And he doesn't have an easy way to deal damage to execute either.
I wonder.
No trigger for Grom either. Pretty bad. Alright, well I definitely would kill the... Okay, he's gonna hope for the BGH luck here.
I got the beast in my sight.
So 1 in 3 chance to see what he gets. If he gets the BGH, this isn't too bad.
I have no time for games.
But you get another Sylvanas at 7 damage. Do you BGH again? No, opting not to do that. Alright, what do you drop anything here if you're Francis? Anything else? You just armor up. You're at 47 health. You're pretty safe for now from dying. Slow game. Oh no. Well, rip the dream. Or do you do that to Sneed? I must be tempted to do that to Sneed, but Sylvanas is just so good as well. Oh, with the healing totem too, that's the end.
I have no time for games.
And Sneed's old Shredder, hello. Mind control tech in sight, maybe? No, Shield Maiden. This is an ugly board. This is a really ugly board to deal with. I'd hang on to BGH, because maybe Sneed will drop something big. But then you can use that to kill the Drake.
I can take the hit.
Man, the value on this board is unreal. Alright, well, he'll steal a BGH. And he can drop Sky Golem and Piloted Shredder if he wants to go ham, but I'd honestly be tempted just to drop one of them. You gotta survive. You don't want to give too much brawl value, even though those minions will survive brawls with whatever they spawn. You just play the patient game here. I don't blame him. It's a long haul here against Control Warrior. And he's at safe enough health that even Grom can't kill him. He will drop Grom now, though. It's interesting. Now, Earthshock can be used here to bring Grom's damage down, or you could just go straight into... Ah, yeah. Reincarnate play as well. Trade and reincarnate. Yep. Alright, we're getting into the Sneed, and what are we gonna get? Roll the dice. King Crush, are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Black Knight, sorry, he didn't get Tyrion or Alakir. Oh, that is just wrong on so many levels. This is Shaman decks, man. Rockbiter weapon.
Love my new recipe.
Get the top totem. Alright, well, jeez. Alright, Death's Bite. Could be useful here. You can kill Sneed with it, I guess. Or Black Knight the... Do you really want Black Knight the totem?
None.
What's his aim here? Oh, he's gonna execute the King Knight. That's smart. Francis is hanging on barely here. The armor's buying him a lot of time. But I think another trade's gonna happen here with Sneed and get another legendary. Unless he's gonna try to save Sneed here. I don't think it's the wise move. You have the golems, you have the shredder and the golem in your hand here. All right, see what he gets again. All right, that could have been better, but still good. Excellent value from that card though, regardless. All the value spells here. Ah, Francis's own Sneed. He will drop it. Okay, so how does Jamie deal with this one? Well, Sludge Belcher's a good start. And you just play the game of ignore Sneed's old Shredder. Break that armor, get through some health finally. Finally, Francis has a scratch on him. Francis is dying for his brawl right now. Even the shield slam escaped the usefulness at this point. He still has a bit of time left. He has a couple more turns before things really spiral out of control. Azure Drake. He will go for the kill on Sneed here. I don't know if I agree with that. Honestly, you can just pop. Yeah. But I suppose it is. Yeah. You know your totem's gonna die anyway. You might as well choose when it pops. That's Hugin, okay. Not just a 4/7 body in this case. We're not gonna be seeing Stalag join him in this game. If we did, I'd be shocked. Alright. Well, Francis is a big fat body here to work with. He could pop a couple things with it. He needs to utilize his shield slam this turn. That's what he's going to do. So shield slam kills the taunt. Then he will... did the golem come before or after his Death Bite? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. He's going to kill this. What does it spawn? Alright, lethal's not on the board, I don't think. No, it's a couple points off here. Oh, never mind, it is if he faceless is this. If he faceless the charger. Does he see that? Yep. That is game. Oh, wow. Well, we are going to game 5, ladies and gents. Jamie versus Francis are now both tied at 13 points each. The winner gets 3 more points to jump to 16 and pass Scott by 1 point for 6th place. Alright, so the final match will be Jamie's Shaman with deck full of antics and Francis's Warlock deck. Now, what kind of Warlock is it? Is it a handlock, or is it a Zoolock, or is it a mid-range? No idea. That's the fun thing about Warlocks. You don't know what you're facing. Whereas if you face a Warrior, you usually know what you're facing. Alright, Francis, what you got? Can you come back against that second loss? Who takes the match win? Jamie versus Francis. Game 5. Here we go.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall
It is
be
a
mine.
zoo. Francis built a zoo deck. Hello. Well, this bodes well for... Ooh, Tuna Rubians. But Tuna Rubians for the Defender of Vargas isn't too shabby. It doesn't bode well for Jamie unless he gets his AoE and some value creatures. He has some value creatures already, which is good. Alright, well, Francis has no real need to coin out anything turn 1. He didn't drop an egg here, probably. Oh, Jamie drew his Lightning Storm as well. GG, rip. Mind you, these eggs are kind of insurance policies against AoE. Gets his Wrath of Air to boot. Alright, I think he just drops a second Nerubian here. Defender of Argus is real next turn. Shredder probably gets dropped here. Kind of replaced Yeti as a de facto 4 drop. Which is kind of sad, I miss Yeti. Alright, Defender of Argus is still probably the best play here.
My shield for Argus.
You can force that kill, and then you can face or hit the Wrath of Air. Really, it doesn't matter. Either way, unless there's some dispelling going on, some silencing, those things are popping. I don't mind the Lightning Storm play now. You'll have to go for Sledge Belcher instead and wait. Alright. So what does Francis do here? Oh. I think Implosion here is probably the play. Or Silence the Belcher even. Either one's fine. Actually, there's so many choices here for Francis. Let's see what he thinks of doing. He will go for Implosion, hopefully get a good roll. Needs at least 3. Gets this 3. And he will silence the Belcher? Or the Dark Bomb. Okay, he'll go for the Dark Bomb. Alright. Gets rid of the Wrath of Air too, which is pretty key at this point. Reincarnate. Reincarnate and Ancestral was in the hand, which is gross if you can survive long enough to use it. How's Jamie gonna handle this? This is so tricky. I would strongly suggest to do the Lightning Storm before they pop. That way you can just trade your Shredder right into one of them.
What to do?
Yeah, if he gets the Wrath of Air, he does. So now you Lightning Storm now. He's opting not to do that now. I would have preferred he did it. He's going to do it now. I would have preferred he did it in reverse order. Wow! That roll. The 4 damage on the Nerubian. Okay, that was worth it. That was a risky play, but that was definitely worth it. I don't mind Hellfire here, actually, for a few reasons. It'll clear the board pretty much, because this will probably kill anything this drops. It's a pretty good trade, in my mind. Implosion's also another option. But I actually like Hellfire right here. It'll basically give you a clean slate. You can drop Zombie Chow after that. And this guy may even survive if this thing drops a, like, Peggle or something silly like that. Or Cho, even. Implosion's not bad either, just because it gives you more. It'll kill this for sure, and it'll give you some minions to play with. He's opting for that, hoping for the 4 roll. Gets the 3 roll. Oh, Murlocs. Alright, well, not the best 2-drop, but it's not the worst either. Gets healed up to boot. Not a bad deal. Alright, well, Earthshock can kill this pretty quick. But I would just probably run this into that. Alright, he is overloaded here, so he is restricted. So I would probably just drop another Shredder. Sky Golem with this antics as well is pretty nice as well. Like, if push comes to shove, it's a good play.
What to do?
Interesting Zulok with Sylvanas. I don't know if I never really pay attention to Zoos that much on ladder. They usually kill me before they can drop Sylvanas, or it's such a long game that I just don't remember.
I wonder.
I wonder if this is another disconnect or not. I hope not. This would be terrible timing.
There's little time.
Yeah, something tells me he's disconnected again. Shoot. Alright, he got his turn in, which is fantastic. Alright, man, I'm playing with fire here. I will agree with that sentiment, Jamie. I was not a fan of Kojiko when
I
I
have
used
no
to
time
Cornwall.
for games.
Alright, Sylvanas is dropped. Jamie's probably hoping for his own Sylvanas here. That'd be pretty nice. Or Dr. Boom is pretty good too. You will silence Sylvanas. Always a solid play. And after you can just kill it. There you go. Sylvanas dealt with. And a light well. What? Said what? Alright, well, pop goes the bombs. Alright. Doing the smart play here, just getting... I'd probably hit the light well first. If you know how to deal with light well, you know it's going to heal just the one thing. So I would swing in the light well first. Tiny misplay, but I don't really worried about that.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Alright, Boom is dealt with. So BGH and his zombie chow on the board. 2 zombie chows on the board, because why not? Game's at full health anyway. What harm does it do? Baron Rivendare. Oh my. You putting Ancestrals on that? I would. You gotta put 1. Unfortunately, it's the ultimate silence target. Oh, that's brutal. Well, silence, BGH trade. Or, yeah. Now Jamie's running out of tools. He's got the ultimate Wombo combo cards, but he doesn't have the key component of a good minion. He needs to draw into one of them. So he opted to use the Siphon Soul instead. It's interesting. Kel'Thuzad, hello.
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark.
Oh my lord.
Kill. Servants, soldiers of the cold
Alright, time to figure something out here.
kill. Obey the cold.
He has to do 5 damage to each one. Can he do that for the Hellfire? No. No, he cannot. It has to be a slow... This will have to be a slow, methodical grind here. How do you deal with this? I guess you maybe taunt up these guys?
From the void I come.
Yeah, I would probably taunt. You gotta taunt one of these guys. You have to get a situation where you can get them both down to 5 health. Alright, that's pretty smart. Flooding the board. And just hoping that, like, this is a nigh impossible board to deal with, so just try to kill him first. Alright, Earthshock is in play. Alright, so this is interesting. Will the Kel'Thuzads be enough here, or can Francis rush his way to victory? I suppose he can just kill both the zombie chows here. Drop an Ancestral Recall, Ancestral Spirit on one of them? I'd be tempted to. Yep. It's a big problem. You have to be able to kill both. All Kel'Thuzads in a turn. The Ancestral Spirit will just make things even more difficult. Francis really needs a silence here. Gets Dr. Boom, which is something. Does he have enough to finish them all off now? No, I don't think so. Jamie might have pulled this off. We'll see. The zombie chows have been double-edged swords here. If it wasn't... You reduce the health down by 5 more, you'd have a chance to rush them down, but with the chow on the board, I don't think it's a possibility anymore. The interesting thing is with Kel'Thuzads as well, is they're not very dangerous if nothing dies. He's still a big body, though, and he will eventually kill you. Use of Sergeant? Is that enough now, I wonder? So you fit... It's close. He may actually have enough to do it now. So you Abusive Sergeant this, kill it. You get a 6/8. You can do 5. No, he still doesn't. Actually, yeah, he has enough. He can do it. Francis can wipe this whole board away. He has the tools in his hand. Does he see it though?
Almost out of time.
He actually can pull this off.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Yeah, I think he sees it. Can he pull it off in time? Alright, one Kel'Thuzad down.
Soldiers of the cold dark.
Alright, two more. Gotta throw everything in. He's got it. Wow, threw everything in the kitchen sink to deal with that.
Well played.
No kidding. Alright, well, Azure Drake's amazing to play here. Get the card draw. So, alright, we have a new game. Oh, double Azure Drake all the way across this guy. Amazingly awesome top decks. Alright, Reincarnate, not too useful yet, but the Baron... Oh, hello, Jaraxxus. Alright, Boom is probably the answer. Good life tap here as well. Alright, life tap is the play. Mortal Coil. Okay, not too useful at the moment. You can always Mortal Coil your own bomb, which is kind of fun. Alright, Harvest Golem's alright. Probably not the Reincarnate play you're looking for with Baron, but it is something. Alright, so what does Jamie do to deal with this board? He's just gonna go face. I don't blame him. He's in no danger of dying here. Ooh, Hellfire number 2. Man, this is what a game 5. This has been an excellent series, guys. Whoever wins this, either way, this is very entertaining. You guys put on a great show. Alright, he's setting up for the Hellfire play. Ooh, good bomb too. Hellfire, pop goes the board. Boom stays alive, and all of a sudden Jamie's now on the back foot. If he drops Void Caller, he's submitting to the fact that Jaraxxus would not potentially be used for the healing or superpower abilities. Not the card that Jamie needed. Unless he gets a taunt here, it's game over. Taunt is required.
The scourge will consume you.
Well played.
Well played.
Alright, taunt. Taunt or bust. Doesn't get the taunt. Francis looks like he'll take it. Oh, Mal'Ganis Taboo. That was just wrong.
Jaraxxus.
But Jaraxxus, Lord Jaraxxus, they are our Lord of the Burning Legion. Bring salvation for Francis. GG. What a game. Francis solved the puzzle. Solved the Kel'Thuzad shenanigans. Good game. Francis is on a tear, guys. 3 straight match wins. Only several other players have been able to pull that off this season so far. And yeah, very good game. Jamie, great game. Gotta tell these guys GG. Yeah, Kel'Thuzad almost brought it home. But very good game, guys. Yeah, very much so close. That was the closest Francis had to losing a match there. It could literally went either way. The top decks were real for both players. Alright, so a quick update on the standings. With that win, Francis climbs to 6th place with 16 points. Jamie is at 13 points after that with... yeah, it's at 13 points with the 2 points he gets from this match. And Scott is squeezed right in between them in 7th place with 15. He'll be facing off against Trevor in this round. So he just needs a couple points to basically get himself tied with Greg in 5th place. So we'll see what happens, guys. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty there, jockeying for position before the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Alright, until next time, you guys have a good one. Take care, and happy Hearthstoning.